And now we are live. And welcome to the second race of the season 5 from the VSR Phoenix Championship. We are here on the practice part. We got 11 drivers on track. It's my first time, it's not my native language, so I hope you can enjoy it like me. We have a little practice, and then we go to the first qualifying, then for the first race, and after that we got a second qualifying and a second race. Just as an information, we have the console version of Assetto Corsa Competizione. So my spectator options are not much as on the PC. And then let's check Pete 77 in the BMW. Had a good time with 124. Very close on the corkscrew. And for me, the BMW is very hard to drive in tight corners, especially Laguna Seca, which has 11 turns. Was a nice braking here, a little bit outside. And I hope we have on the race, we have on the first hairpin some good overtaking on the inner line. Hopefully without a crash, an accident. That was a little bit too far. That's one of the fast corners. I'll do it in the third gear. And now a little braking too late, much too late from Pete. Maybe he's a little bit nervous the first time. We have a commentator and we are live with the race and the season. And we can change camera settings to the inside. And let's take a look on Pete's line. That's a very good corner. Take it on the second. For me it's hard. On the PC version I got the tire informations and the brake informations too, but here on the console I have to focus on the dash and I can't see it. And that's a fast corner, like I said. And now here you want a good brake point. Some oversteering here. And some oversteering there, and he hit a wall. Hitting the wall. Oh, Pete. this is a show for the race, we have a good race with some action on the track. Now I guess he do a little bit on the setup, and now we are on board with Ole Dollerup, and I think he got a Ford. Is it right? No, the Aston Martin, the only Aston Martin on the grid. It's a lonely driver. Oh, some little bit oversteering here, also with the Aston Martin on the fast corner. I think it's the turn 6 or 5. Right before the Roja straight. And he takes the corkscrew really slow in the first gear. Maybe the tires are not warm. Don't have the right pressure. .27 TSI. That's the way. In which time he gets a 149. It's slow, but I think it's one of the first rounds. And let's change to another driver. We are on board with Boyce Hay on my favorite, on the McLaren 720. And he's fast. He shifts fast. If he it's a little bit too early into the corner. But here I can see clear the tires are definitely not warm. Definitely not have the temperature to stick on the road. Like I say, if you want to go on a fast corner, you have to steer once. You don't have to make it open and steer it again. Maybe just a little, but this was too much from Boyce Hay on the McLaren, and he gets to the pit also, make some tuning settings. And what makes Waldemar in the same car, the McLaren, and Andretti hairpin. It's a really difficult corner. You have to steer it in one line. Don't have to open the wheel. Little bit slow here. And that was close for an oversteering. And the fast corner, really good done from Waldemar. Really nice job. It's a little bit outside, too much. On the first gear. Close but good. And here at this corner also you have to steer it in once with the wheel, and then you open it. Close braking. And outside the track. And I think everyone is a little bit nervous. I am a little bit nervous too. But we make this enjoyable. The curb is hitting hard. It's the thing. I think he's gonna make it to the pit. Yes. He makes it to the pit. Now we are with Fred, the BMW. From the sound, it's very nice from the sound, this car, but front engine, I don't like this front engine cars. Or it's not a question of liking, it's a question of skills to drive these difficult types. And now here on the first hairpin, he takes it a little bit outside and goes then for the inside. A slow following corner. Really want to have these guys braking really hard, really some aggressive braking. I think we have in the race or the qualifying. Now it's a practice, of course. No one takes it to the edge on the practice time. It's clear, really clear. Maybe we change the view to the outside view. Now we have the McLaren behind. But the time's getting even better. 1:25. From Fred. It's a good time. Oh, jetzt hier schon hin. Sorry, just a little technical issue. The PC version, of course, is a little bit stable, or like you would call that. But now we are back. And we are here in this screen. We take a look on the times. At the best time of Soviet Mario in the Audi with a 1:23. That's a very good time. And the other drivers, the next 4 drivers are close, or 5. Maybe the 6th world map also, but then we have a little gap. 0.6 and higher. But we will see what the drivers do on the qualifying. Time's getting used here. We see the practice time's over. We have a waiting time. 2 minutes. Saber, you was the one who makes this car fast. Okay. All right. All right. I'm excited. I'm excited how good the times or how fast they can be. I don't think it was the best times they dropped here in the first practice, but I think this should be the last practice. My informations are 30 minutes and then the first qualifying starts. But we will see. We will see. It's the first time. It's a little bit unstructured. But we will improve this in the next races. Now we get to on board with the driver who's driving Pete. Let's get another time with Pete. It looks much more focused. This BMW. If I see it right, he's going for take a closer look to the screen. He hits with a traction controller 4 and a ABS of 3. With the BMW, it's very like you've said, yeah, I call it ambitious. All right, Pete takes his round. And we have Ole another time in the Aston, the number 88, with the best or last from 145. But he will do it faster. I'm absolutely convinced he do it faster. And the corkscrew, of course, it's a difficult corner. We have not to talk about it. Ooh, that was the curb. Another time the curb. I think the last time was the curb either. But I'm very, very happy to see he waits, he gets the auto driver through, and then he goes back on the track. That should it be. The focus is, of course, of hard driving, but fair driving. That's the first time with D-Boom. He got a McLaren too. Let's see how fast he is. and which line he choose. Ooh, that was close, that was close. It was the curb 2 on the left side who hits the left to right wheel, but he catched it well. Late braking, good steering, a little bit off, and he's off track. But it was good, it was aggressive enough. He also heading with a traction of 4, in the ABS of 4. For me, I like the 2 on both, and if the tires are warm and have the pressure, I switch to the 1 on the traction. Just for you as an information. Very sharp. Very sharp. I think this was also close. You could hear that. This was a good corkscrew corner. Takes it very well. And the following very well, very good. If he takes this corner also very good. This is a very good sector of D-boom. Maybe he improve it to the second gear. Well done, well done. The 125. Now we heading for the driver we are not on the car with. And I think it's the first Ferrari cockpit we see. And let's take a round with the OWATSI 789. Also the first, we see it, we saw it. That was some oversteering. And now we take the round from the start. He don't need or use more to say. He don't not use this space he have. You don't have much space on Laguna Seca, but this you have to use it on the last millimeter. Late shifting. Back in the pit. or another connection lost. We are back in 1 minute. And we are back. I think I would rename this break screen into the technical issue screen. Makes more sense. And the Mustang is getting hit a wall immediately after the pit exit. And of course we have a very close and tight pit in and out on Laguna Seca. And just another try. Let's take a look on the Bark Row 91 in the Ford Mustang. It's the new car, and this is what I mean. The first corner is really tight. If we exit the pit. But the sound is one of the best. That's clear for sure. Yes, this makes also sense. Maybe it's not a disconnect. It's a server reset. It makes sense. Then we will rename it to server reset and not technical issue. Ooh, that was the sand and the curb on the same time on the left side. And he does it in a 133. Which is slow a little bit. Some good reaction here. And then now first time in the Audi R8. Ooh, some heavy braking, heavy steering. He takes it serious. He takes it really serious. And only for the drivers, if you look at VOD later, I don't mean it any kind of a bad of bad or something in this yes, in this sector. I'm a driver too, and I'm the commentator, so I have to be a little bit mean. And I think Mario here in the Audi gets the best or the weakest handling, a weak suspension, you would say. For me, also it's really good if the suspension's more weak than hard. You can see it here clear. If you are steering, the car don't have this this type of delay other drivers got. In the fast corner, I like this corner. Now he saved it. He saved it. If you see it, he saved it with shifting up into the fourth gear. That stabilized his car. It's a good way. We don't make it hitting the wall. Some early braking here, a little bit too sharp on the cut for the last turn. Turn 11. And now with full speed and ready hairpin. I think first gear caused the engine brake, but I think the second gear is much more effective. And here also he catched it very well. Some drivers are a little bit more talented catching their mistakes on track if it is a little bit oversteering. And if you're wondering, we are in a type of mode of a sprint, and we have a normal race weekend too, with an hour of racing. Now we have two 30 minutes race, 2 30 minutes races, two. And I think I improve my English skills with each episode. This is his corner, I think. It's a hectical left-right steering on the curb. Who gets it? A little bit late on shifting and braking. Let's check another driver. Cork Daddy 1, also with a BMW. Too early in the steering. And he takes the second gear. Very well. Of course, on the race, I will select one of the outside cameras to get an overview from the whole field, from the drivers. But here on the practice and the qualifying, I choose the inner cameras. Think it's better. Gets it in third gear also. It's a very good line he got on the second sector. But this is, I think this was the first sector. Not sure. I'm not sure. And he goes outside of the track. Let's take another round with hardcore on the Porsche. And yes, I will say Porsche because I'm a German and it's a Porsche, not a Porsche. It was a short round. But not each driver, I think, has a good time or a personal best. I would say it this way. And now we are in the first qualifying on the second race. Of course, I've told it, we are in the season 5 of the VSR Phoenix championship, and unfortunately not all of the drivers are here for the event. And now let's choose someone we have not been visited. I think Revving 75. It's the first time we are here with him in the cockpit of the Ferrari. Now let's see what breakpoints and which line he choose. It's really hard braking here. Like I told on the qualifying, they push her pace a little bit more. That was a fast corner. We got some short shifting. Just a little second in the first gear and right in the second gear. Like I said, it's the second place for Revving 75. was a good pace. Maybe he gets another second. 1:24.6. He could made it. It's possible. Now the other finished laps. He's placed 6. Some really fast drivers. We can take a look. Take a look back in the pit for the times. We have K1 Wilson with a 1:23. It's fast. Then we have ETE Delay or Giles with close to a second on top of that. But it's hardcore even with a second. That's the first 3. And then we are on 1 second, even 2 seconds, even so on Boys Hay with the 3.1 on top. But we will see. Maybe some of the drivers hit a wall in the first corner on the race. You need to be there. You need to be focused on the first corner. If you hit the first corner good, it's much in. Or I would say you have more options on the race at the race. How you like say that. And also the other way, if you take the first corner not so good, then you're probably out. Don't think you can make in 30 minutes. I think it's 40 or a maximum of 15 laps. If you don't get the first corner, it's hard. It's difficult. Definitely. And the times are fixed, and there's much more move on the time board. And now I check the live chat also. I have it in my eye on the side. A little bit too wide on the left side. And not a better time for Raving 75. Unfortunately. Now let's take how close or how much the drivers use this track. You hear the tires squeezing But he has a negative time. Now he close wrapping, close. Place 8. Now we get an outside view of the Ford Mustang with Bark Row 91. Now he's on 6. Maybe he can improve his time a little bit. With the Ford, of course, we have to handle this ass of this car. It's not easy in tight corners. But the drivers choose the cars on their own, so there was a car standing off track. If you were on the PC version, I had a little replay, and you had a look on the thing, what happened to the car or the driver. The qualifying is over. We're waiting time 2 minutes. Last time we checked the corkscrew. And another time. Ooh, off track. A little bit off track and a little bit too far on the ground, I think. Here we have the first driver who has a little bit of a car issue. GTR twiggled. And it's the end of the session. Now it's time for the first race. We have the standings fixed. We got K1 Wilson on the first with the McLaren. We have E.T. Giles with the McLaren on the second. It's heavy. But we are right back. We are right back. On the way. Now we are back. On the race, the first race. 30 minutes. I have to change, of course, the screen. And we are ready. Full focus on the first corner. And we got two good as straight or spots for overtaking. It's the finish straight, and it's the straight after the third turn. Let's see. Let's see what the drivers do here. We have some movement in the driver Discord chat. I want to check it. It's a little bit of, yeah, the car's not so good. Now we hit the 20 seconds mark, go on the track. We hit the last driver, of course, because we need to get in the best view for the first corner. But we don't hit the 17, why? Then we need to take the 16. And now we start. I think we got a warm-up round. And we are on board with red. BMW. And let's check the grid from the last one, from the last driver's view. I warm up the tires of course and the brakes to hit the first corner after start as heavy as possible, of course. Now let's check Pete. Then we have the grid midfield, and we can, that's good. It's one click to get on the end and the middle. Some ghosting here. And only a few meters and we are on the first round of the first race on Laguna Seca. And now we have the green lights and we go for first round on the first corner. Let's see how good the drivers do this. It's tight, really tight on the Audi and the Porsche. We have Soviet Mario and it's hardcore. Some battling directly on the start of the race. First two, there's a little bit of a gap. Direct, but we could see it on the time screen. Now here it's a little bit heavy here. He closed the gap for hardcore. Really aggressive, Pete. Closed it. The first are very, very quick. And now let's check from behind. Ooh, one. The world map are out. Don't think what happened, or I don't know what happened. But maybe we could ask or check it. If it was an accident or an oversteer. Very early braking from Ole. I think two drivers are on the pit now. No, the order came down on the map. I could see him really late. Let's get a little bit on the front. We have E.D. Giles and Wilson behind 2-6. It's almost close. But he do a really good job here. Takes the corner very fast. On also this corner. It's a really good job. And he's the first on round 2. Let's check a little bit of the midfield. I think Raving lead a little group from the 8 to the 10. And here we got another little group. Chasing for the first for E.D. Giles. And especially Wilson for Mario here. He got Wilson in front of his car, I think. It's not much on gap. Depends on how they're holding their paces, of course. Hard braking, it's a hard squeezing. It's a little bit off track here from Mario. Too early on the steering. And let's check Pete, the driver behind Mario. Close. You have not even a second. You have 0.6. He closed it to 0.5, and driver behind him also nearby with a 0.3. We have a hard fighting here in the upper midfield, of course. First place, I don't think that's a too heavy gap. Almost 4 seconds to the second place. That's a lot. Definitely a lot. Late braking. This was very close to the Audi. This took time from Pete, and now, as of course Oatzi takes the chance to overtake Pete 77. Just a small mistake, immediately be used, and now the next driver makes his own ready. It's hardcore, 0.4 behind Pete, the other both expanding their time gaps, and now Pete's the first, or the second, I think the BMW, the black one, does a pit stop also after 8 minutes, 4 rounds. It's a very early stop from Pete here, and as I think Fred was in the pit after the first round. And he improved his time 0.4, 0.5. A new personal best for Fred. Cork Daddy on the 6. No drivers nearby. The 2.5. It's not close. If I'm honest, this not close. And I think if you can take a look on the first, it's 3 seconds, and he's fast, really fast. Giles and Wilson, of course. A little bit nervous here, I think. This was a should I brake or should I not brake moment for Watsi 789. But he keeps fighting. I like that. I like that a lot. Takes chance after chance to get or hold the little gap from 0.5. We have a penalty for the 77 for Pete. Pete, what you doing? Why, Pete? Why? Can't choose Pete. He's also in the box. Penaltying in the box. Very weird. And let's check the whole field. Of course, we have this. Ooh, just a little mistake here. A little fail. and a gap 0.6 on top, or 0.7 on top. And then on board with the last one from the first group. And another one pits in. Macro 91 on the pit. And what's and Oatzi also in the pit. Alright, alright. I call him C on the future. Makes it easier. But Twiggled can hold the pace. Ooh, a little bit oversteering here. Another penalty for the 176. It's the number 11. Macro too fast on the pit. And now we have here the 3 drivers. The Voldemar, Ole and Boyce fighting. Ooh, close, really close. And a good reaction from Voldemar. But he has been chased also. The boys are close. And he hits the 9th lap. We got 16 minutes to go. And now let's take a look on the action cam view with first 2 close, really close. K1 Wilson closes the gap. And let's take a look. Ooh, that was a small fail from Wilson. Ooh, close, really close. One after another hits the corkscrew. We are half of the race. We've been through. He gives some. Ooh, another driver has a little oversteering there. Ooh, very, very close. He's right behind. Ooh, some little steering failure. but it's a lot of fighting. I like it. I like to see it. Ooh, off track. And that's the first place for K1 Wilson. He took his time. He waits, and then there was a little fail. A little bit too far outside, but the gap is okay. We have 0.6. It's okay. And a little bit of nervousity on a driver's Discord. A little bit of shame, but nobody has to be shamed here. It's a simulation. It's not Need for Speed. It's a race simulation game, and of course it's hard, it's difficult. You hit the brake 1 second too late, you've been 5 meters, 6 meters, 7 meters further on the track, and you don't hit the right spot for the corner for steering. And the gap's getting even bigger. We have a 1.3 here. And a brake fail. Let's check. The other racers behind. Some midfield action. I think Boise here got a blue flag. Maybe next or the next round. Barcrow and Pete also in the pit. All right. I think if he holds his pace, Sofit Mario, he takes the third place, I guess. I'm really sure if you don't make any mistakes the last 9 minutes, he takes the third place. And another driver are in the pit. GGR Twiggled. And let's take a look on this fight here. We have D-Boom and C789. And he wants to be the 6th, I guess. Like we see the fighting. I have to check another time the chat. You have loud voices of a re-racing the race, but it's all fine. It's another pro league. We have not drivers like a Max Verstappen or other calibers. Of course, it's a semi, it's a rookie, or a little bit over the rookie. But I think it's the most excited races. So we have more failures and more small groups. And for me, of course, it's easier to handle the little groups on the track. And I think the 3 drivers in the pit are staying on the pit in the pit. They messed up his races, each of them. And now, let's get on board with the number 96 GTR Twiggled. And he cuts the corner very hard here. The corkscrew, second part of the corkscrew. Don't even know if this is a valid lap or if you hit their spot. Oh, another driver hits the outside. Unfortunately, I'm not this fast to get this driver. But one driver had a little problem. Yeah, Barker, I checked it 2 minutes ago. Your voices in the Discord caused the re-race the races, but all's fine. No problem. And of course, fortunately, we have a second qualifying in a second race. Maybe the drivers are warm and more focused on the second one. Even though by myself, the first race are not so good as the second race. You have to feel the car, you have to be in there and feel the brake. I have the last 4 minutes. The last 4 minutes. We have first 2. Not close as last time. We have 5 seconds to the first and 4 seconds to the ninth behind him. Don't even know how far is the third away. If there are many cars between. And now he's ready for the pit. That gives a little bit of dynamic. Maybe he's got overtaken it now by A1 Wilson. Or Wilson's getting also or are the pit and pitting out. Now Giles pitting out also, close to each other. We have less than 1 second. That's gonna be exciting. If he gets this corner and hit the gas. Ooh. Yes, that's a situation. It's going for the right side and Fred was on the right side, but close to an accident. Oh, and Giles don't mind on his new fresh tires or coated tires if he don't change his tires. Of course, if you're staying 10 or 15 seconds on the pit, tires are getting colder. And this was the thing. Now we're heading for the fifth. D-boom. Oh, it's just 1-0. It's D-bum, I think. Just for information, we have 1 minute to go. I think it's the last round. I've planned an interview with the podium, the first 3 places, but we can make it on the next time. I think maybe we make an interview on the Discord and I take the answers from the chat and telling it, and the next time I think I set it up to talk with the drivers. Just as an information, the leaders finish. Then let's check. Wilson finished first. ETE, Giles second. And I think Soviet Mario hits the third. Ooh, it's hardcore. It's the third. Very nice. And we have some donuts here from Wilson. He praises his performance and hit a wall as a bonus. Just joking. And the last drivers are back. It was the first race. It's hard and heavy if you look at the times. We got, unfortunately, 3 drivers, of course, who don't made it to the end of the race. And well, yeah, we have huge time gaps. And Soviet Mario on 6. I don't know why. He was a third with a good gap on the time. It's weird, very weird. But let's look forward to the second qualifying and the second race. We need another break to reconnect to the server. And we are back for more. We are back to the second qualifying for the second race, and I will hit a short break. I'll take you with maybe with Giles. Enjoy his driving, and I give me a little break of 2 or up to 4 minutes. And now, your commentator Heinz is back in the game. On the right time, I see Jacko 14. Also got a little bit of oversteering. And only for us, we have 3 minutes. Let's check the times again. Of course, Wilson and Giles and Pete very close. BBRP or BBR Peninsula are close to the 0.8. And then the gaps get bigger. Let's see. We have another yellow flag. Ooh, oversteering. But he catched it very well. Close, real close. And he knows. In 1 minute. That's not enough for another round. Let's see Mario hitting for the fourth with the 1:33. His best was a 23 at 10 seconds. Or is it the best from Wilson? No, it's not the best from Wilson. I think it's the best from Mario. And let's check the corkscrew again. Hectical, very hectical corkscrew corner from Mario here. And it looks very, very nice in the night. This is a good picture. I think 1 or 2 are on the track again, or still on the track. Boulder map on older and older. Maybe next time I will do it in German and English, so the German viewers has me as a commentator too. And now it's the end of the session of the second qualifying. And we're heading for the second race of the event. And it's the second race of the season 5 from the VSR Phoenix community. And of course you can join our Discord channel. You can check my YouTube channel to be in touch. And all of those links, of course, are in the description. Maybe we got a little reconnect after this qualifying. We will see. And we got 2 minutes on top to the qualifying. Before it was 10 minutes, now we have 12 minutes on the qualifying. And we have, as well, we have no other standings. I think for 3 or 4 or 5, I think, are the same. Then we have the strong midfield, and of course the last five drivers who not performed so well on this event. But in 2 minutes we will see who makes the first on the second race. To the first race, as an overview, I would say it was a good race, really high gaps. I would say we have 3 groups: a fast group, a fast and safe group with the small little failures here and there, and a strong midfield group, which makes a little bit more of mistakes, but yes, have a good pace, I would say. And the last group, the third group of drivers, which are, I think it's the car, maybe. That makes it a little bit difficult. And we gotta go get him Tiger Jiff from GTR Twiggled in the Discord chat. He's on fire. We get into, of course, we take the third person view to be close. And for the warm-up round, I guess we take the first place. We will go with K1 Wilson in a McLaren 720. Warm the tires very well. It's very funny. The drivers are still typing in the Discord chat. Very, very funny. I think if we are all warm, especially I with the settings, with the audio settings, with the settings in the game, and of course with the language, we will improve it, and maybe the drivers improve their driving skills also. I'm joking here. Clearly joking. And I think it's the sunrise. Yes, it's a sunrise. It's very funny. It's very funny to see how they get their tires warm and the pressure to the best point. Of course, you could steering left and right, make a longer braking, go to the third gear and then brakes longer to get the tire or the brakes warm, really warm. If you tip in the brakes, it's getting warm also, but it's not this warm, this constant warming on the brakes, and you need it. You have a large starting straight before the hairpin, and you need hard brake. And we will see. I take the midfield camera, maybe the 8th or the 9th or the 10th. As we take Cork Daddy, the BMW,
Green light, give it okay.
and we got the green light. Let's say we get to Pete a little bit in front. First corner. Nobody takes the risk in one line. A little bit of extra speed in the shadow, in the air shadow. I don't need the English word for Windschatten, so I call it car shadow. But all are in a straight line. Nobody takes the inner corner. Nobody hits the gap and be aggressive. We have a determination of Mario. What's this? Got a penalty points, or yes, he drives right into the pit. You have some things to do. Maybe anger management. Some things happened. Now we have the little gaps getting bigger after first round. Pete's falling back, and all behind him falling back too. And the first three are grouping. I think I should race against Wilson. But unfortunately, I played the PC version, and I also say that we are on the console version from Assetto Corsa Competizione. And I drive it in VR. It's much better. I'm much faster. You see very, 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 yeah, or I call it much more of the track. We have here drivers on the console version, it's harder. Don't see all of the track. It's a sharp braking into the corner. It's a little bit of trail braking here with the BMW from Pete 77. Now let's check the field behind. We clearly see Pete in the yellow car in front. Now we have this little group. Somebody's getting off the track here. You see the dust. Some braking on the curb. It's you have to deal with it if you do it. For sure. Late braking. Late braking from the daddy. And now let's check the field behind. Who is here a little bit off? But another group with boys, hey, E-Bomb, Jacko. And a Ferrari raving 75 with the number 11. Hits the first corner of the third round. P12. P12 of 70 is of 16. I have a lot of drivers not here for the race, unfortunately. I hope in the future the grid is complete and full. And I also bring the topic of the endurance races. Maybe we have next season we have endurance race as a bonus event, which contains 2 hours with a day and night switch on the track to make it a little bit more hard, a little bit more difficult for the drivers, of course, and a little bit excitement or more exciting for the crowd, for the people who watch it. After the pit, I think, of course, he got the pit done. Each driver has one pit. He has to absorb. He has to do definitely. And maybe he took this as a chance. It's a very slow corner for Ole. Now we have some fighting. Barcrow, Peninsula, and Pete. And Pete said in the Discord chat, it's not good. He want to show the next race. He do it better, and he do it better. Definitely holding his P4 and fighting against the two drivers behind. And I think Peninsula and Barcrow 91, of course, both. They won the P4. And the first three do their own thing in front of the group, in front of the grid. We have some, I even don't know the English term, but we call it Funkenschlag. Ooh, close. Close, close, close. There was a near crash from Barcrow 91. Really close. Not much, not much. Now let's take a look. Let's take a look on Pete, to fire up the pressure on Pete's driving. And now we see the sunrise over Laguna Seca in the USA. Let's see the first three. Ooh, it's I think it's the first, it's the second and the third. Kayvon Wilson do his job very well. Has a big gap between the second behind. They are 6 seconds, or around about 6 seconds. Don't want to make it on point. And probably C and Giles don't get him. If you don't make a big mistake on track, I think that Wilson could get the P1 of the second race. And we see he pushes it. He pushes it. Definitely. He won the P2. We can see it. Unfortunately, he hit the curb. He hit the curb on a bad spot, really bad spot. And the curb pushes him on the right side, and now the gap is a little bit bigger, but he has to keep it focused. To get the corners very good and make the gap smaller. And of course, just for a showcase, I think, if you drive against the sunshine on the inside, on the inner view, could check it. That's really hard to see the track. Not if you think why he hits this curb. Maybe he doesn't see this curb because the sun is shining on this curb. And you definitely here clearly you see very late seeing from this curb, because the sun is too heavy if it shines directly on this curb, like I say. Now we take the outside view also. But I can say it's each race. If you got a failure, a little mistake, you be punished immediately. That's the thing. And now let's check Pete another time. Pete. Unfortunately, we have it not in it. Pete lose his 4th place against Peninsula. And he goes off track. The next 3 drivers. All right. And now we take the round with the 1st place. And he got his first over-rounding. Is it over-rounding? Ole got his first blue flag. I call it that way. And a small mistake. Direct 0102 on the Delta. But he takes the corners right. He rolling just a little bit and hit the gas. Now we are half on the race of the race. And he hits the 1:22.2. It's a very good time. And if I be part on the driver's grid, I would take him out. Out of the season, out of the league. He's way too fast. No, definitely not. I'm joking. He takes the corners very well. We have to say that. We have to appreciate it. Show some respect. And I think he drives us home. And we got, maybe we get a camera from oh, what's happening here? Corkscrew, Ole. I think he had an oversteer here on the corkscrew corner, unfortunately. Maybe he pits in. Maybe he has a damage. Oh, he pit in, definitely not. But I think the car is not at no damage, at a no damage status. And let's take a look. Pete is back. Pete is back on the 4th. He has a blue flag also on Ole. And Ole is getting by the side. Very good. He let him pass. Like a fair sportsman, like a fair racer. I like to see that. And now Pete is defending his 4th place again. Maybe he do it. We have 12 minutes to go, 12 minutes left. And now let's take the chasing view from Peninsula. If we here, then we see Pete and Peninsula, and the gap from 2.1. But this corner was not good corner. And I have so many questions. How long they drive, and what settings on the cars they use, and which settings on the recorder for playing they use, especially. But he also has a 2.1 to 2.5 on top of Pete's time. And of course we check this little group, and Ole who gets the space, who let him pass, who let him fight, who let the dogs out. Or we call it who let the Phoenixes out. We do it. We've done it. And we are now on the last 10 minutes. And one thing I do for the next time, some heavy catching from Mario with the Audi. But I want to say what we do next time, maybe we have the chance, like I said, for the interviews. And of course, if you have some things about the audio settings or something, it's too noisy, it's too. If you can't hear it, just write it in the comments, and I will improve it, of course, for the next videos. If you like it, if the drivers like it, my commentating, of course, I'm in for the future. Close, really close braking. All side by side. Ooh, that was a very hard hitting on the safety rating. Both of the drivers get 1 point. On their safety ratings. But here we can also see, here the gaps getting bigger. The drivers want to, I think they want to make herself up. I think they want to be faster as it could be. Tires are not fresh. Track is not fresh. Brakes are not fresh. It's all not fresh. You can't make it too fast or too aggressive on this point. The last 6 minutes you have to be focused. You have to calm yourself, definitely, and hold a good pace. That was close, really close to the left curb, to the high curb. And now in the corkscrew, it's a good corkscrew with a little bit of oversteering. And he's a lucky driver. I think he's not the driver of the day or the evening or such this, but he's definitely the driver with the most luck on the 2 races. Or of the 2 races. And now we check the midfield again. With Daddy One. He's chasing Peninsula, he's chasing Waldemap, and also Pete with 12 plus is a little bit further away, of course. The other 2, the 5.7 and the 2.5 are a little bit closer. Maybe he can reach the 6th place, the 51 BBR Peninsula. Maybe he catch him. Now we take a look at Pete's gap in front with the 8.4. Don't think he could make it to the 3rd place. First voices are loud. They're looking forward to the next race, to Spa. On the 4th, I think it's the 14th June. But in the end screen we will have a season overview, and also I've said it with the links down in the description. We have the links, also all links to get in touch and be part of my cast, or also if you want to drive with the VSR Phoenix, you can sign up for the single seasons. Now we are in season 5. The second race, the first race was in Indianapolis, and the next race I've told it a few minutes ago. The next race is on Spa. Pete, what you doing, Pete? I don't know what this was. Why Pete's hitting the wall? Maybe he thought a little bit scratches on the left side of his car are nicer for looking or showcase. I don't think it was a performance thing. And we check, of course, we check T789 or Watsi with the number 6 in a Ferrari on the 3rd place with the 8.8 and a 9 and a 28.8 on place 1. It's a half minute. and Wilson are very quick on the road, very quick on Laguna Seca. He proved it. Definitely to the crowd, to the audience. And also the second place with the 57 ETE Giles are also with gaps in front and behind, of course. It's much time. I can't see it. I only can see the 13th place with this 18 and not the first place, but behind the gap with the 9-3. He has the time. Don't be hesitated. He could make the last round a little bit easier, a little bit smoother. Don't have to push him harder.
Alright, man. The leader is on the final lap. Give it a final
Leaders on the final lap, we hear it. And let's check it. Let's check the last round. And of course with the full sound and the interview. Now we see the smooth driving, we see the rolling, the smooth rolling to the middle of the corner. Goes from the gas very early, then hitting the brakes, and is very comfortable with this with this corkscrew corner. We could see here he makes it like the devil. And he made it for the last corner. He brakes and goes into the last corner, and then we have a winner for the second race. Congratulations on K1 Wilson with the number 212 and a McLaren 720. A good pace, very nice. Do some donuts. We are here to watch it. But the car don't want to be a donut maker. He deserves it, of course. Definitely it was a good pace. It was a good job he made. But the other drivers also made a very good job. Let's take a look on the time. And we see Pete makes his 4th place. Congratulations, there's Pete with a BMW in yellow. He was pushed on the 5th by Peninsula, and then he gets the 4th back. And Voldemort also improved. Also Mario improved from the 14th or the last one to the 7th, because he made his box. His pit stop very early, very smart, and that's the end, I would say, for the first event, for the second race on the season 5 from VSR Phoenix. It was a good time, and for sure, of course, for me it's my first time, it's not my native language, and we will improve all of this. Well, and I think if you have some advices for the sound, for the audio setup, or something else, write it in the comments on the VOD version. And we see us next time, 14th June on Spa.